Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. So I'm cruising around trying to kill some time in this video. I'm going to be going to spots and I'm going to judge them by how the wind is hitting them and what is close in, because I'm limited in how far out I can make it happen. Do you know what that means? Of course you do, because it probably says so in the title. We're up on a lake and we're fishing the fly. I like this little place. I saw a lot of bluegill as I was cruising up in. They're along that side where we have to stand in the sun. We're probably going to go over there, but we parked over here in the shade and I think it's doable. Should have brought the right shoes to wade fish, because when you want to Tenkara fish a bigger lake like this, you're going to be limited. Longest one I have is a 12-footer, and then I have a 10-footer and a 9-footer with me. The 12-footer is an ultralight. It's for bluegill and crappie. You can handle crappie. But I brought the Hellbender, which is perfect for bass, but it can catch bluegill and crappie as well, and that's a 10-footer. And then for close areas, tighter areas, I brought a 9-footer. Yeah, to do this side in a lot of places, if you can, the water, if you don't have waders and you can't take the cold water, wait till spring. But wade fishing this would be perfect, because look, I can only get out so far, but if I walk out a few feet, yeah, well, no brainer, right? Get out further. But I decided not to bring those shoes, and I could go barefoot. However, what we're looking for in a spot is a nice generous drop right from the bank, or much closer to the bank than this. And think about like river bends. One side of the river bend is going to be deeper than the other. That's kind of what we have going on here. This goes to the deep much slower than that side. But if we stand over there, it's not that I'm going to be uncomfortable in the sun, but I will be. It's that I will be more visible to the fish, to a point. I guess that's what I want to talk about in this video, is like when you're going to Tenkara fly fish on a big piece of water, you got to think about these things. Yeah, it's all about what kind of spot you're looking for. You're looking for a spot that gives you full advantage rather than less, right? And right now we have two advantages. We have two shady spots to park in to choose from. Let's pick this one closer to the road. Time to pick the poison. I think we'll just go ahead and go with the Barred Creek, which is my 12-footer, and it's an ultralight. It's not for Moby Dick, it's not for salmon, but this one down here, that's my Hellbender by Dragon Tail. Another thing we're looking for, because we're using kabaris, we're not using weighted nymphs or any kind of weighted fly, we're looking for how the wind is on the water. Now, it's really difficult to cast a Tenkara into the wind. You're going to get tangled and stuff. It can happen, but yeah, too much wind just shuts Tenkara down and shuts fly fishing down to a degree, depending on what style you're doing. You know, you can, and I can fly fish in the wind, but there's a limit to it, right? There's a cutoff. And I think this is fine. You can read this water and you can see where the wind is hitting it and where it's not. You see out there, it looks ripply. There's a patch of rippleness. Is rippleness a word? And then past it, closer to us, it's smooth but slightly affected. This stuff right here, where it's kind of slightly affected, like barely affected, that's what we're looking at. And that goes all along this bank. And right where we're at, we have the same situation as we did over there. A slow decline to the deep, but as we walk along, it's going to get better. And that's what we're looking for, because if the deeper water is closer to you, it can hold more fish. If you're closer to the deeper water, you're closer to the fish. Now up here in this shallow, there's a lot of little perch, but as I was coming in, just past the little perch where it's almost dark. I can't see because that drop off, like right in this area right here. I know you can't see much because the sun's in our eyes, but you see right here how it's bowled out. You see that bowl is kind of curved in towards us. That's a little culvert, and it's about like, that's the material they're using, right? That's discarded. So this is where I saw the big perch. All right, I'm ready to go. Well, I'm getting there. Let me get this rod out. Oh my goodness, we're already threatened here. We got bad music blasting. Shoot. Still an ideal spot for you, but if you're a YouTuber, it might be annoying. It might come with copyright strikes, but we'll just talk, and hopefully we'll be able to avoid that. We're gonna tip, slip it out, just the Lillian line. This is another tip. When you're gonna put your line on, don't unfurl the whole rod. Accidents can happen. Just the Lillian line. This is a Wednesday too, so this is a slip knot here, and we're just going to put the Lillian line through it twice. Open it up a little more, dump that Lillian line back out. There we go. Once, and twice. Tighten it, slip it to the stopper knot. That will hold, trust me, that will hold good. This time it's a little more in depth than last time. So this is the level line. It's fancy fluorocarbon. See how it's, can you see that? Fluorescent orange. It helps you a lot that it's colored, right? We're just going to get it all off, and then we have to smooth the curlicues out because it's been on the spool a while. It does have memory, but it's fancy fluorocarbon. It's real easy to get that memory out. And here's our little fly, little fluorescent, little chartreuse wrapped on there, a little black and white hackle. And there we go. Just start doing this, bringing it through your forefinger and your thumb 2 or 3 times, pulling it tight. Don't go too fast, you'll burn your thumb up, start a fire. We'll probably do that 2 more times. All right, all together we have a 12-foot rod, and then we have about a 13-foot line. The level line is less than 12 feet on this one, but our tippet, which is 3X, is about 5 feet. And again, there's the fly. Strike or no strike, there's gonna be a fish in this video. Fly switch. We're gonna go with a weighted fly. This one right here. Come on. Gotcha. Huh? Yes. Oh, we got a nice one on here. Yes, I saw him. I was just like, here, you want this? Okay, get out of there. So this is a bass, actually. Sorry. Oh, he's trying to go into hidey holes in these rocks. Oh, yes. Let's take our fish for a walk here. Oh, he's down in there. Did I say that I do not have a strong tippet here? If I said I did, if I may have misspoke. He's putting a good bend on this barred creek. Oh yeah, I haven't caught a really big bass on the fly ever. This is the first time. I've only caught small ones. When I first got into fly fishing in southeast Louisiana, oh, all I could get were cichlids and panfish mostly. And I was like, my goodness, looking on the internet, looking on YouTube, seeing all these people catching nice bass on the fly, I'm just like, what is going on? And me and friends were thinking, oh, it's because your water's really, really dirty there. And you just got to keep trying. Yeah, you're right. I am stoked. I am really stoked. You can go home though. Tenkara fishing is very up close and personal. It's all about stalking the fish, walking around. It can be difficult to catch a fish because if you're not used to the fly, you're going to miss them a lot. And I missed a few over there under the tree. They're probably just little perch. And I'm using a weighted fly to help me out a little bit. You see, it's got a bit of a bigger hook. It'll still catch perch, but that's why I was missing a lot of those little fishies. And I'm walking along here and I can kind of see to a point. And I saw him and I'm looking for someone else. I see some perch here. Yes. Oh, this video started so slow and I was thinking, what, oh no. And then we got that bass and I was super happy, but part of me was sighing, thinking, oh, is this just gonna be a one fish video? As I just kept trying and the wind making my line fall sloppy. But there we go. Just walking along here, stalking fish. I first started on the other side and you can't see because the water is always dirtier on the other side. It's muddy over there, right? You feel the bite and you miss the fish basically over there right now because it's so slow. But over here you can easily see them. Dang near that time where I want to go do this other thing, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. So yeah, I'm gonna call it at 2 fish. Just a bunch of tips on, if you limit it to the Tenkara, look for good places to stalk and, you know, nice depth right off the bank, or wade fish out to it. Yeah, clean water is a good thing for that, because, you know, Tenkaras are not made for lake fishing, but they definitely can work if you put the graft in, because this took a lot of work to get 2 fish in this video during the downtime of the day, right? No feeding. They're not feeding right now, but they will be in about 45 minutes, and I need to get somewhere. So thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, being members of the channel. Thank you so much for that. And I tell you what, guys, I will see y'all next time.